Okay, good evening, everybody. Good evening and welcome to our call for tonight. I'm going to switch off my camera here. And what we're going to do here is, of course, on Saturday nights, we take questions. If there are no questions, I will cover a topic. And what I'm going to be doing tonight is I'm going to be doing a walkthrough of CoachZipppy. And if you are an Ultimate Insider, then you already have access, or you could have access to CoachZipppy. And we want to just kind of do a brief walkthrough of what you can do with this platform and how you can get your content up and running. So as we're going, if you have questions, please put them in the YouTube chat. I will see them there. And then I'm happy to kind of chat with you there. What I'm going to do also here is I'm going to try to open this up in Restream also, so that I can make sure that I see the chat there. And then I will be able to converse with you. So once again, we're going to do I wouldn't even call it a brief walkthrough. I'm going to just go through some fine points of getting CoachZipppy up and running if you have PLR. And really and truly, I believe, and you can kind of get the sense from that. I think that the time for using HTML pages is over, right? I mean, I think that it's officially now sort of old school. You can get a course platform now for pretty reasonably, and it's a better experience for the customer, right? I mean, you can certainly deliver downloadable files, or you can deliver it on a page where you're hosting the videos on YouTube, right? I mean, if you're bootstrapping, but I do believe that now that we have I guess the number of course platforms available, that everybody can sort of find one that fits them, finds their price point, finds their comfort level, and it's a way of being able to deliver it to your customers. So having said that, let's just kind of go through here. If you have questions, once again, that are not related to CoachZipppy, you can write them here in the chat here on YouTube. Otherwise, let's go ahead and just kind of walk through a few things here. And let me get I'm going to get my CoachZipppy up here, and I am in the CoachZipppy excuse me, platform right now. And this is my school dashboard. And basically, in CoachZipppy, what you can do is you can set up a school here. Right now, I've already got some schools set up, and these are things that I've used to demonstrate the process before. And some of these schools are published, and then some of them are not. Okay, yeah, and so I've got a good question here from Diana. Diane is asking, what are my thoughts on Everlesson and the ease of use? Everlesson is what I would consider to be, and I've probably on the record to say this, maybe it might get me into trouble, but I believe that Everlesson is kind of like a Cadillac, right? Well, if you're in the United States, you know what that means. So I think that it is a great platform. You're going to have to learn how to use it in terms of being able to get the most out of it. And when you start talking about engagement, I think, again, Chad does a good job of being able to teach that. If I had an issue with Everlesson, I really don't have an issue with Everlesson because most platforms are like this. There are platforms where you can upload the videos direct to the platform. Right now, Everlesson is the most conservative because what you should be doing is you should be splitting your reliance on a platform. So in other words, you'd have to host all your videos in one place. You'd have to embed them then in Everlesson. Then if anything happened to Everlesson, you can always take those same embed codes and you can put them in another platform. So that's the benefit of doing it that way. However, if you're talking about ease of use, just in terms of getting the content into a platform, CoachZipppy is a good enough platform because you can upload your content to the platform. So when you start talking about doing it with Teachable, Thinkific, CoachZipppy, you are uploading your videos to the platform and your videos are there and the process is done. So if you had to have an outsourcer to take, let's say, 10 video courses, and you can find somebody on Fiverr to do this. Matter of fact, we'll probably do this during the session. You can get someone to upload your courses and they can be done with it probably in a day by getting all your courses uploaded once and for all. If you did that with Everlesson and some of the other platforms, you'd have to do 2 steps. You'd have to upload the videos to your hosting platform, Vimeo, and then you'd have to get all of the individual embed codes. You'd have to put in each individual embed code inside of whatever platform. That extra step, in some cases, could keep someone from actually following through with the whole process. If you had, let's say, 30 courses, right? Every time you multiply the number of courses, that process of doing 2 steps becomes a little more onerous. So that's kind of the I guess my perspective on it. It's a great platform. I think that they have a platform that you can use that they're integrating into everything they're doing, and they are doing a good job of training people on how to do engagement, right? So once you get traffic, how do you keep those people engaged using the software? Now, again, a lot of that's going to depend on you, but still, I mean, they do a good job of teaching people the guts of how to do engagement with software, right? Does that make sense, Diana? So it's kind of a multi-faceted question. It's a great platform, but you do have to host your videos someplace else. And if you don't want to go through that process, then you may want to start looking at something like a less than perfect platform, or a platform that probably doesn't have as many bells and whistles as Everlesson to get it done, right? Okay. So I'm just going to go through a few processes here. I'm just going to open up one school. It's a sample school, and I'm going to go here and I'm going to create a course, right? And so let's create a course. Now, what I will say is that one thing you can do is you can import a course. And if you are an Ultimate Insider at this point, this is how you would take the import code that I give you in order to create an entire course. And I'll kind of walk through that here in this session a little bit. But basically what you do, instead of importing the course, you create a new course, right? And then you go through all the processes. You're going to give it a title. We're going to say sample video course, how to teach. We're going to give it a category. We're going to call it business, author, Charles Harper. They have templates. I'm not really sure what that adds to it. Whether you get a mini course template, whether you do the standard course template. I mean, it's pretty much all going to be the same. You're still going to have to upload video content. I mean, I'll go ahead and just choose a mini course template. It's going to have some stuff populated there. But again, unless you're using that stuff, then I'm not sure all that's going to help you. So let's just go with a blank template and create the course, right? And then you're going to have a section. We're going to call that section basic course. I've never used the time frame. Now, I don't think that you can. I think you can kind of walk through that the same way. Now, again, it really depends on what your audience is. Maybe this is going to be useful. So I'm just going to say basic course. That's my header section. And then within that header, I can then add a lecture, right? So I'm going to add my lecture. I'm going to call this lecture overview, right? So that's going to be my overview lecture. See, I think I put 2 of them in here. So let's get rid of this one. Let's get rid of that one. Oops. I think did I close my browser? Oh boy. Okay, no, I didn't. Okay. Let's delete that lecture. So yeah, so this is my overview lecture. I'm then going to grab a video from my hard drive here. Now, I will say that one of the issues I sort of have with CoachZipppy is that presently they don't have a they don't really have a bulk upload. Now that's an issue I do have with them, right? So that sort of is what it is, right? So basically then I'm going to save that. I could add to this module, right? So what I could do is I could then upload the audio also, right? So I could upload the audio. I can save it. If I wanted to have a PDF along in here with this overview video section, I could do that. If I wanted to add in some text here, right? So I can write in something like contact us with questions after the overview. Now again, CoachZipppy does have its own tutorials. So this is not going to be a full-blown tutorial, but okay. But I could then add that text box. If you're going to be doing some kind of certification, you could add in a quiz and write your quiz questions. If you had something that had HTML code, you could add that HTML code in one of these two places. I can leave it so that the user can then comment and interact with me, or I could turn that comment section off, right? So then once I'm done with that, I can click save and continue, right? Or I think I can, right? Okay, here we go. So my first module is now done, and I'm going to just let's set the pricing here at free. I'm just going to set a free plan just so we can look at this test plan. We're going to make this 0 for the Q&A, right? And then I'll just add that pricing. Oops, I didn't think I did that. Free plan. And add pricing. Okay, so there's our free plan, right? And then what I'm going to do is let's go ahead and grab this URL. And I think I don't have to. Okay, I think I have to make this live in order to launch the course. So I'm just going to go ahead and just make this course a live course. Right, let's publish this course. Okay, so that course is now published. And I'm going to go to another browser in order to just kind of take a look at some things here. So let's put this in a different browser. And then let's go to that course. All right, and then let's enroll in the course. Let's enroll in the course. And Thomas Duncan. I'm not going to put my mobile in there. 1717 Mockingbird. Windsor 17038 and Pennsylvania We'll say that our country is US. Right? Okay, so it should be free. So let's go ahead, we'll pay. Okay, so let's log in. And we shouldn't have to log in as administrator. So let me make sure, let's go to our email. Let's see, did I get my, okay, so there's my, I think there's my, okay, so there's my notification. Now you don't have to send in the notification. So that's something you don't have to do. So now your customer is going to get this email. They're going to get the URL. They're going to get a sign in. We don't want to log in as an administrator. Get that URL. Launching soon. Let's see. Did we? Let's try this. Let's dunk in 1@Gmail. And then let's grab the, let's grab that code. Oops. Oh, that's not what we want. Right, so let's go here and log in. Okay, invalid. Oh, let's see. I think I spelled that wrong. Okay, so here is the course that your customer would see. All that's in there by default. So here's their video course. Video course we just created. They're going to start the course. And then they're going to see the video and then the audio, right? So what they can do here is then they can say, hey, Charles, I don't really fully understand. Can you help? Right? Okay, so then that's where they're going to write that. And then, let's see, you should be here able to see then information, comments. All right, are we inside of our video course? Let's refresh this. Okay, I don't see the comments there. Okay, I'm inside of the right course. Okay. So I will take a look at that. I'm not sure why that is not. I should be able to see that. Okay, your site is not live yet. Oh, that's a problem. I haven't made the site live. Okay, let's see. School is, the course is live. Oh, the school's not live. So let's make the school live. Okay, that should do it. Okay, so now the school is live. So let's go back to our courses. And let's go back and then if we go back here now, Okay, so that's why the admin link did not work. I had not made the course live. So let's go back inside of here and let's start the course again. Okay, so let's post our comment. All right, and then let's go back here. Okay, still no comments here. Okay, so I will take a look at the comments. I'm not sure why the comments are not posting. But any questions so far? So what we're just kind of doing is kind of walking through a few things that you would do to get set up. Okay, so Diane's question is, when I upload the courses, do I have to break them into modules or just upload the basic course in one spot and then the advanced course in a new course? You can do, what you could do is you could go and you could take, you could just do, let's say that you did the basic course here, right, in the curriculum, and let's say the basic course is section 1. You could do the advanced course in section 2, and then just say you could charge more for that course, and then you can do a second course, which is just the basic one, right? So in other words, you could have 2 courses. One would be basic plus advanced. The other one would just be basic. And then you'd have 2 courses, one that people would pay more for, right? Does that make sense, Diana? That's the way I would do it here in this platform. Just because you would then be able to kind of have 2 sets of charges you'd be able to have people look to. Okay, that doesn't make sense. Please, please ask, and then I'll try to explain it better. Okay, so while she asks her next question, okay, but it said that so all but if the basic is uploaded at one time, oh, are you saying you're asking if you can put all the courses, let's say lecture, you could do this, right? You could, I have tried this before. I have found it difficult to control the experience. I think you can do 5 at a time. If this is what I think you mean. Right, you could upload everything in one lecture. Well, I've tried that before. Okay, if all of the pieces of the basic at once, right? Yeah. Okay, so the question is whether or not you can do a bulk upload, and the answer to that is no. The only way you'd be able to do a bulk upload, as I understand it, is you'd have to do them all in one lecture. I was trying to look to find out if I could then take this and move this into another lecture. I don't think that you can, right? So there's no way to move this into another lecture. So if you upload it 5 at a time into one lecture, then that's going to be a different experience because these videos are going to kind of be stacked on top of each other. So let's kind of take a look at this. So if I were to go back here and let's say I'm going to refresh this and we were to go to this one. Let's see. Oh, you've got to complete this one. You're now looking at, okay, so we've completed that one. Hello, welcome. Let me see if I can kind of do a course preview of a preview of this. Okay, so here's the preview. That's of number 1. Let me do of. Yeah, so see, the problem is these things don't, they line up like this if you try to upload them all at once. No, there's no distraction. I mean, this is what I would want you to do. So if you upload them kind of back to back like that, this is what happens. And right now, there's no workaround to that. At least that's what I've found. So you'd have to do them one at a time, right? So what I would do, honestly, is, I think I said this at the start, just kind of depending, if you had to have them uploaded, then there are people who will do uploads here, upload videos, right? And there are people who will do the video upload. They will download the stuff from your wherever you have your files stored, and they will upload them for you. In fact, when I did the Teachable Learning Center and I had to do 130 courses at one time, I got someone on Fiverr to actually do that whole process for me. Now, it took a long time for me to explain how to do it, right? But it was worth it because I was never going to get it done. And so you could do it that way, where you kind of outline the process and how you want these courses to look in CoachZipppy. You sort of outline exactly how you want them done. So for example, if you said, I want the video, I want the MP3, and I want the slide in every module, I want this titled according to the video, and then you explain that to them, and then you just kind of give them a video walking them through that, then you can give them that video of how you want it done in CoachZipppy, and then just have somebody else do it, right? That's another way to do it. And I think that you can always pretty much find someone reasonable on Fiverr. I mean, it's not going to be $5. It's not going to be cheap. I don't think you're looking for that, but you can find somebody reasonable who will do that work for you, right? Is what I will say. Right? Good question. Any other questions? Okay, one other thing I was going to show you, and I think I said I was going to do this, and that's the import code. So let's say that what I wanted to do was, and this is something that I have available, or that Ultimate Insiders have available. So in other words, I'm going to take this shared code, right? And I could give this, I can give this shared code for any course that I want. For example, the people that are part of Ultimate Insiders, what I'm going to be doing is going back and doing all my 2020 courses. I'm going to put the shared code in, and basically what they're going to do is they're going to come in. I'm going to go to a different school so that you can see how this works. Let's go to a different school. School dashboard, school list. And let's say we went inside of a different school. So let's say I did that inside of your school. And then you'd go to courses. And this time what you do is import a course. And then you'd paste in the share code. And then you click import course, right? Once you did that, then you'd have an imported course in there already, right? So in this case, we've got an imported course in, and then the curriculum is already done, right? So you would not have to go through this process of uploading the videos. They'd already be uploaded, you would just import the share code over and then start working with CoachZipppy to customize it in order to make a sale. Now, there's one other thing that I would say about how to do this. If you were going to deliver a course and you were going to use another shopping cart in order to deliver the course, what you would do in this case is you would price the course at whatever you're going to price it at. You'd have a one-time purchase price, right? Whatever it would be, let's say at $37, right? You'd add a pricing plan. That's what the course would cost, right? It would cost $37, right? And you would have your payment plan set up. But what you would also do is you would then create for that course. Let's go back in that course. You would create that course and you would create a coupon, right? So we would add in a coupon here. We would call the coupon, let's say you were going to do this course on ThriveCart. So we call the coupon ThriveCart. And we'll give it a coupon code. We'd enable it, discount type, fixed. We're going to enter the amount, 37, right? So there'd be a 37. Okay, discount amount must be less than the course price. Let's see. I think we'd have to do $36.99. Or let's see, I wonder if there's a way. Oh, I think we'd have to do a free course, right? So you'd have to deliver the course free. And that's the course that you would deliver inside of your shopping cart, right? You would deliver that on the thank you page. Okay, so it's about 7:31. And so, okay, I'm glad that helped you, Diana. Okay, any other questions before we take off? Okay, everybody. Well, thanks everybody for hanging out with me here. Appreciate you all being out here. Have a great night and a pleasant tomorrow. Take care.